was part of this youth group, and they would do things like, oh, you got to pray. They were trying to teach us how to pray. And mind you, I grew up a Catholic, so I don't know anything about, demons. In the Catholic space, I don't know what it is like right now, but growing up as a Catholic, Catholics don't really talk about those things like demons and all that stuff and binding and casting and all of that. We just came to church, had a good time. The Reverend Father would, teach the word, and then eventually we will, have all of that experience, right? But when I joined this youth group, they would be like, we need to pray. And then the way to pray is for you to wake up by 12 o'clock at night. So they will be like, wake up 12 midnight. When you wake up 12 midnight, then that's the best time to pray, because then, that's when the devil and all of that stuff. Sorry, Pastor Michael, we can't hear you, by the way, just so you know. For some reason.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I don't know. Okay,
so, I remember I will wake up in the middle of the night. I was just about 18 years old then. I'll wake up 12 midnight and I'm screaming at the top of my voice. Oh, my father hated it. Like my dad, because my dad was Catholic. And as a matter of fact, he didn't even supported me going to all these Pentecostal churches. So I always had issues with him every time I go to the fellowship and come back and all that. But then here am I now. He's concerned that I've left the Catholic Church. Now here am I every day. I'm screaming in the middle of the night, disturbing everybody else, binding, I bind you, and then you'll be hearing the voices of the crickets and the animals at night that are just, making noise, and your fear is being pumped up. You're screaming at the top of your voice. And I kept doing that. And at some point I'm like, this thing doesn't sound right to me. First of all, it's embarrassing. Two, is like, what exactly in the world? Why is it that all of a sudden what difference does it make to the devil? Whether you're praying 12 midnight or you're praying 2 a.m. or 12 p.m. in the afternoon. Because as a matter of fact, the devil doesn't live by our time, our calculations here. We are the ones that do day and night. As a matter of fact, God does not do day and night. So the devil can come after you anytime, any day that he wants. So we are so fixated at those occasions, those events of our lives that we call spiritual warfare. And we ignore that the warfare is happening every single minute, because as you are walking, you're driving in your car, you're interacting with people, co-workers at work, they are saying things to you. As you're watching movies and watching the media and social media, you are in spiritual warfare, because the enemy is establishing strongholds. He's laying fortresses in your mind. He's laying eggs in your mind, constantly putting things in your mind. So we are literally vulnerable 99% of the time in spiritual battle, because we only see spiritual battle to that time that we are praying in church, or when we are praying, we don't realize that we are at war at all times, because the enemy is constantly coming to you, and he's coming in subtle ways. He's bringing those things to you as suggestions. He's bringing those things to you in the form of entertainment. You're watching YouTube, and all of a sudden, you start seeing things that you shouldn't be seeing. And before you know it, he grabs a hold of you, and you are struggling. It's like the bait. When you want to catch a fish, right? What do? You put a bait, and the fish is coming around and chewing on it and biting on it and biting on it. And then all of a sudden, he gets hooked. And then he's screaming, he's scrambling, he's trying to get free. And in fishing, the more the fish is struggling, the more the hook is getting into him, right? And that's the same thing that the devil is doing with a lot of us in spiritual warfare. Every single day, he's putting baits in front of us, and then we're scratching on it. You're spending hours on YouTube. Tomorrow you're feeding on one conspiracy theory or the other, and the next day you are like doing this, and you're participating in gossip and watching, like literally just keeping yourself exposed the whole time. And then all of a sudden it locks in. The devil takes root, and once he takes root and grabs you by the neck, oh my God, you are done. Except you understand what spiritual warfare is, and you go back to renew your mind. Hey, Philip Wonder here. Thanks for checking out our video. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button to get more inspiring and uplifting videos and content from Kingdom Channel every week. Thanks for watching.